Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be sharing a painting with some soft oil pastels, and I'm going to be using the set from Arrtx. This is a 72 set of oil pastels that I recently received, and they did kindly send this to me, and I shared my first impressions in my haul video, but today I'm going to be doing another painting with them. So here's what the box looks like. I'm going to insert a picture when they're new. They also sent over a set of 10 white oil pastels, and these are really creamy and soft, and I really did enjoy them. So I'm going to share the swatches and let you see all the colors. If you're wanting to try some new oil pastels, these are going to be on a Prime Day deal, and so they will be extra discounted. So it's a great time to pick them up if you want to try these out. What I really liked about this set, and when I kind of looked at some color swatches of other brands, I found these almost as soft as the Haya. I'll share that in just a minute, but I feel like the Haya has more muted greens. I really like these greens. Of course, I love the turquoises, but I found I really liked this deep moss color, and then there's this really dark green here. I would have liked even a really deeper dark green, but you can really add a black at the very end, and I'm just going to show a bit here, some of my favorite of the greens. I just find this very natural, and I have this one if you want to kind of go more towards like grass. But then what I like is to do it like this and then kind of get that perfect lily pad color because I'm obsessed with lily pads. And I actually started to I started to make one kind of more abstract, but I don't know how to do abstract. I don't really know how to do anything. I'm still learning how to do everything, but I tend to just fall in love with things so much that I get distracted. But it's been a great distraction for me. But look at that. Isn't that great? I just love that. It's like I think it's going to be great for making lily pads, and it blends really smooth, especially on this budget paper. This is the Canson sand grain paper that I saw on Lindsay's Instagram. She recommended, and I'm so grateful. It's harder for me to use expensive paper. So there's also this, the greens, if you want a more brighter green, they have the next level, which is these, kind of a brighter green. So I really like that they seem to intentionally make them three colors that blend really well together. I love when companies do that. One, instead of just making, oh, that's a pretty color, that's a pretty color. It's like they intended for these to go together. And you can't really see it on my color swatch, but after I started playing with them more, I could see that. The white was wonderful, and it went over every brand that I tried. It really does really well. Let's see if I can see how smooth it is. Let's see. So let me just test them. So they are definitely softer than the Q-Locks that I absolutely love. These are the ones that made me fall in love with soft pastels, actually. I don't know if it's because I've just done it long enough now. I'm not as afraid. Yeah, they're softer. They definitely seem like they're trying to be a dupe for Sennelier, which I absolutely love Sennelier, and I'll have some videos with Sennelier pastels probably soon. The Hayas are very nice as well, and they are even smoother. They seem like they have even more oil in them, if that makes sense. So maybe I don't have an olive green for Sennelier yet, and I'll have to add that to the list because I really do love this color. But my new Senneliers are still much softer than the Arrtx. So when I tested them before, I was using some Sennelier oil pastels that were probably about 5 years old. I got two like starter sets when they were on some sale for like $6 or something at Jackson's a long time ago. And then I found out you had to use a fixative, and that kind of scared me from using them. And now I waited way too long to like embrace these and play with them. and I'm kind of obsessed with oil pastels now. They are so fun and they're so creamy. I think the olive green is pretty similar to the phthalo green light, it looks like. I can't read the label. Yeah, phthalo green light. No, that's not quite right. Let's see if this one is better. No, that's even lighter. So maybe I don't have an olive green for Sennelier yet, and I'll have to add that to the list because I really do love this color. But my new Senneliers are still much softer than the Arrtx. So when I tested them before, I was using some Sennelier oil pastels that were probably about 5 years old. I got 2 like starter sets when they were on some sale for like $6 or something at Jackson's a long time ago. And then I found out you had to use a fixative, and that kind of scared me from using them. And now I waited way too long to like embrace these and play with them. And I'm kind of obsessed with oil pastels now. They are so fun and they're so creamy, but yes, I found these really soft and really smooth, really easy to blend. So I started this and they blended really well on this paper as well. This is just my first layer. I will be able to go over and let's see how these layer. I don't have my reference photo, but I let these dry a couple days, and that's what I love about soft oil pastels is if you start feeling like if you're using paper that's smooth and you feel like it's not going to accept any more of the soft oil pastel, all you have to do is just let it sit like a day or so, and then you can go back and layer on top. Mostly I use rougher paper, so I don't have that problem. That's what I like about the Canson sand grain. You don't want to apply it too thick all at once or it kind of feels muddy-ish. Yeah, see, I'll be able to go on and I think I want this color. But yeah, I can't wait to add more layers and just play with this more, and I don't have to worry about it being perfect because you can go back a million times and make it even better. But I kind of wanted this one to kind of be like abstract and messy, and these are going to be perfect for that. For the price, I think these are my favorite now. But as always, I'm always going to keep trying more because I'm just obsessed with art supplies and I love them so much. I love trying them, I love comparing them, I love playing with them. I almost love trying them as much as I love creating art. I wanted to paint something with these oil pastels, and I was sitting at my desk thinking of what I should paint, and then I had some visitors come and I thought that would be perfect. So I'm going to put in some footage of some little ducklings that came to our yard, and that is what I get inspired so much by my backyard, because for one thing, I never thought I'd be so blessed and have this beautiful view in all my life. And every day there's something to look out the window and be grateful for. And I have visitors all the time. We have alligators, we get snakes, we get lizards, but we get lots of beautiful birds. And these are Muscovy ducks, and they are the funniest ducks to watch. And so I'm so glad that they love my yard, and I love that they come all the time. And so when I initially wanted to paint them, I thought I was going to print off I wanted to use a reference photo from Unsplash so you guys could paint that as well. And so I used the drawing from Unsplash, but I colored them the way that my ducks in my backyard look. So I did not leave the reference photo up for you to see because you're going to be confused and wonder what in the world I'm doing because all the colors are wrong. I do this all the time. So I'm going to share my drawing first. I taped this sand grain paper down to my board. I thought that would be the easiest way to blend it, and I actually tried to use transfer paper first. I thought that would be quickest and easiest, and then I wouldn't have to, take the time to draw it. But the transfer paper didn't work well on the paper. So I'm going to sketch it out really quick, and luckily it didn't really take that long. I just always seem to think it's going to take forever to draw, and I think I don't have time for that. So, but I think in doing this, I realized one of the things I really love about oil pastels is I don't have to worry about my drawing being perfect. I can use it basically as a little sketch and then go right over it with the oil pastel. Here are the colors that I'm going to use for my painting today. I want to eventually draw better and, you know, get all the actual skills down. But right now, I'm just finding brief moments in between taking care of my kids and my family and my dog and everything else I've got going on. And I love creating art so much. Even if I'm just swatching, even if I'm just blending or comparing, whatever, anything with color, I'm down for it. So you'll see me trying to kind of correct my duck here a little more. And I go in first with a dark brown, and then I'm just trying to do like a light layer because I don't know how these pastels really are going to perform on this paper. They're very soft, so I don't want them to get muddy. So I'm trying to kind of do light layers first. And I'm going to go in and just kind of add more color lightly, and I'm just kind of trying to decide really which, at this point I think I was still trying to decide what colors I wanted to use because we have so many ducks in our yard. I was kind of trying to decide which one I wanted to. I kind of just made my own. I don't think I used any one picture as a reference. I used a kind of a combination of several different photos to get the colors that I wanted to use. But I really wanted to look like most of the ducks that come visit our backyard. So I'm going in and layering some green because that's what I love about these ducks. They're so pretty. When the sun, they look black a lot of times, but then when the sun hits them just right, you can see the most beautiful dark green or teal, sometimes purple feathers. And also the ducks are just hilarious because I have only in my life until we moved here, we had only seen, you know, regular mallard ducks or black ducks. These ducks are fussy and they fuss at each other and they shake their little tail feathers and they are just so fun to watch. And yeah, we've seen a little bit too much nature, and it comes springtime, they will fight for each other and they will fight to get away. And yeah, but they are just so fun to watch. And every time I can have my, we have our sliding glass door to go in the lanai, and I will hear the little babies chirping. The little mom will have all these babies, and the dad actually stays with them for, it seems like a week or two. When they're babies are really little, the dad will stay with them, but they must be about a week old because it seems like the dad has went on and let the mom take care of it all by herself. So, but I just love hearing those little babies. So now I'm gonna go and try to put they have this red face and it's kind of mottled. And so I kind of tried to get that across on my drawing. And then I will use colored pencils, and I'm just using some Arrtx colored pencils because they're really affordable. They will sometimes deposit color, and then other times they will kind of scrape it away. So I kind of use it for both. I did also use a color shaper, and this I actually use for masking fluid, but I found it works really well. And then I use it to scrape the bottom of the pastel when I want to add just a little bit, and it worked really well for that. I think you could just use a palette knife to scrape some of that off. Since these are so soft, it's really easy to get some of the pigment off and put it where you want it. So I am going to let you continue watching me paint this. I pretty much left all the footage in because I wanted you to see how easy these are to use. I'm still not an expert by any means. I'm still discovering how to use these and how I want to use them. But they were an absolute joy. I found them really lovely, and I think the price is really good, and I was really pleased with them. I'll go in with some colored pencil to kind of sharpen my lines and add more detail where I want it, but I'm still at that point where I don't know how much to share. I really want to share when I mess up so you guys can see that I'm still learning. And that's what I really like about soft oil pastels, though. They're very forgiving because you can apply more, but you can also just use a palette knife to scrape it away if you don't like what you did. So I am using an eyeshadow applicator to do most of my blender. You can completely use your fingers. I just prefer to, you wouldn't tell, I have white all over my hand, but I really don't like to get too messy. And so I really love using these eyeshadow applicators to blend. I was actually talking to a family member recently, and I said that I love creating art so much, but sometimes I don't know if I love the learning, you know, because I'm trying all these different art supplies that I've never tried before. And I don't know if it's that I love learning about them and experimenting and, you know, the adventure of it, or if I really love the painting. I think it's a bit of both. But I do really enjoy creating art. And when I get in the zone and create something, it just brings me this peaceful, relaxing feeling that I rarely get unless I go out in nature. And with everything going on in my life, I'm just so thankful that I have this and that I have found this outlet. And so I'm curious what your art means to you. I'm very much, I don't want any part of selling my art. I don't think, I mean, I'm not going to say never, but my intention is completely just to enjoy creating and I feel like I have this special treasure that I found. And I don't mind sharing it with friends here on YouTube, but I don't share it with anybody in my real life because it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to become. So I really did enjoy these, and I found them super soft and pigmented and easy to blend, everything I want in a oil pastel. And while I am not an expert by any means, I have been trying very many brands and trying to compare them. Like I do for all products, I seem to, once I fall in love with a product, I seem to go into stealth mode of trying all the different brands to kind of find the best, and I really want to find one best budget set and then my favorite artist grade brand. And yeah, it's a slippery slope, but that's what I seem to do. And I spend way too much time and money trying to figure that out. But so I just tried it. I'm a very make lemonade out of lemons person, so I'm just trying to use everything, do everything I can to help share that with you guys and help you guys so you don't have to buy them all. I kind of use that drawing for the drawing portion of it, and then I tried to use the coloring of the ducks from the ducks that I see in my backyard every day. And so I really, I didn't quite get the wings how I wanted it. That's where I think if I would have traced it, it would have been better. But that's, I think, what I love about oil pastels is I don't have to start with, a lot of my trying to do better with art comes from I don't have time. I have a little bit of time here and there. And so I don't have time to do a perfect drawing. I don't have time to do a perfect painting. I just get to enjoy it and take moments of time that I can enjoy it. I'm still at that stage where I'm very hard on myself, and once my painting gets to the ugly stage, I just want to give up and go do something else. And also I'm having that where I have a hard time. I don't have time to make it the way I want to in one sitting. That's frustrating to me. I just want to, you know, these seem to be a kinder, gentler art supply. I did go and do the background off camera because I really don't enjoy backgrounds yet, and so I didn't want you guys to see me struggle. I did actually go turn the camera off and did some fine detail, which because I just love it so much, and because each time I'm doing a painting, I'm finally kind of getting over it used to be the camera being over me kind of made it where I couldn't create art. And I think it was because I didn't know how I was going to explain what I was doing. I don't know how to tell you how to do oil pastels. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. I just love it so much, and I don't know if you can overwork oil pastels. If you can, I'm sure I did. And I don't want to tell you wrong. Since I'm sent a lot of products for free, I feel like it's my personal responsibility to try other brands, so I have a clue what I'm talking about. And so I have done that, and so I will say I've tried many brands, whether I purchased them with my own money or they were sent to me. If you've tried oil pastels, I'd love to know your thoughts, and I'd love to know if you've tried these, what you think of them. I did go and do, you know, more off camera because I couldn't help myself. So here's what my final painting looks like after I tore the tape off, and I did go in and I did the background, and I only did one layer on the top, mostly because I really don't enjoy backgrounds yet. So I didn't want to waste that pastel very much. And partly I don't know how to do backgrounds, but partly I can't even pretend to care yet. I just love painting the ducks and adding all the detail. But I really enjoyed painting this, and I love how the little baby ducks turned out. I think they're so cute. It really helps me turn the camera off and then just enjoy the process of making art without. So it's that constant battle with myself, and I think when I have the camera on, I'm thinking about how am I going to explain what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, you know, doing my best here and having fun. If you're looking to try some really super soft oil pastels, then you might enjoy these. I know I did. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. So, but yes, I really did enjoy these, and thank you so much to Arrtx for sending these to me. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.